Hey, my Gen X friends. It's been a hot minute, but I'm back. Thank you to my friend out there, my YouTube friend, Jack Davies, for checking in and commenting on one of my videos saying, hey, where are you? Haven't seen you. I appreciate that. All is well over here. I think I lost my voice for a minute. I lost my mojo because, as I said in my last video, my friend had passed, and then just all of the noise online lately, all of the ridiculous, chaotic news and stuff going on politically in our country. It's just, I kind of just was like, ugh, I don't want to add to the noise. I don't have anything to say. So many people are going through it right now that it almost felt like me coming on and saying, hey, let's talk about, I don't know, 8 ways to organize your kitchen junk drawer. It just seemed like, what the hell? What are we doing out here anyway? But I'm kidding. I know that all content has value. I know that sometimes people enjoy actually watching or listening to other things and get away from all the crap and the noise and the chaos that has been going on out there with the intention to make us feel stressed and chaotic, which is why when that happens, and if I feel myself starting to go there, I will step back and just take a break and connect with my, real life, what's real, my present moment, my home, my family, because that's what brings you back. And these are the things that we do have control over. We can be mindful. We have control over ourselves and our immediate environment. So I had to reconnect for a sec. But I love me some social media trends, especially Gen X trends. And one thing that I'm seeing on TikTok lately, which I had to comment on, is videos where a Gen Xer is playing an intro to one of the songs from back in our day. So you might see Live to Tell by Madonna seems to be the latest one. And the caption on the video is like, remember, you listen to it and you get in all the feels and you remember how good we had it and how things were and that we can never go back. And when I tell you there are thousands and thousands of comments about take me back. I want to go back to the 80s. I want to go back to the 70s. Everything was the best. I miss it so much. Give me a time machine. That's thousands and thousands of sad Gen Xers. And there were even some comments about social media saying that cell phones and social media technology ruined everything, which is kind of ironic because these videos are made on social media on their phones. So people are commenting how much they hate phones and social media while participating in that. But I don't know. And that really made me feel sad for us as Gen Xers, and compelled to make this message today that you guys, we are in our 50s and above, which means we're in the second act, maybe approaching the third act of our lives. And and that's just going by average life expectancy. We all know that nothing is promised. Anything could happen. And I had just learned this lesson from the passing of my friend. She was a little bit younger than me. So she was either in her late 40s or, just turning 50. And to have an illness and pass like that, you think it's not going to happen. So it's always that sobering reminder, right? And even though as Gen Xers, we feel so young at heart, so young in our heads, and I know our aches and pains tell us otherwise, but I think we still have that feeling that there's many years ahead, and God willing, I hope there are many, many years ahead for you and for me and all of us. But remember how I said that the chaos and the news and politics and religion and all those things out there are designed, it's by design, to make us feel unsafe, insecure, angry, frustrated, and pointing the fingers at whatever and whoever and looking for someone or something to blame. I feel like these trends, even though they're well-meaning and they may have started innocently enough, and I know Gen X, we are like the kings and queens of nostalgia. And I'm right there with you. I still listen to 70s, 80s, and 90s music all the time. And I'll even go back to my parents' music, 50s, 60s. And I even listen to the big bands and Sinatra and the 40s. And I love all of it. Right? So we are the kings and queens of nostalgia, and we'll talk about our music and our movies and our toys and our lifestyles all day fucking long. But to see Gen Xers be actually sad and say they are longing, like in tears, crying, longing for the 80s and the 70s, really makes me sad. Because we all know we can't go back. We can never go back, and nothing is ever the same. It has nothing to do with cell phones and social media. I'm sure the adults of the 80s and 70s were horrified by the technology that came about in the 80s. All the TV shows, right? Cable, VCRs and videos, and cordless phones and 2 lines, so we could be on the phone constantly and talk to 2 different people at once. Like, these were scary things. Nothing ever stays the same. Technology and humanity always progresses and goes on. So, and I think we all get the rose-colored glasses and say, everything was so awesome and it was the best. And it was for us. We were kids. We were teenagers. We were young adults in the club. We're all fam. We're all having fun. We had no responsibilities. Shit, that is fun. But many of the adults had those same hardships as we do now. Right? The political hardships, the financial hardships, relationship hardships. I mean, back even further to our ancestors, they didn't even have the technology. Imagine having to do your laundry with a scrub board. So it's not, it's distraction is what I'm trying to say. All of these trends and all of this nostalgia is good to a point, because I love laughing with you over the dumb shit we did or the funny stuff or the cool things in our music. But to be caught up and be that sad, longing and wishing for a time machine that we could go back because the world sucks today. Gen X, we don't have time for that. I'm not invalidating anyone's feelings, okay? Everyone has a right to feel however you feel. And I know you could be going through some serious shit right now and you're just sick of this whole fucking, human journey, because oftentimes it does feel like it's a wild ride and kind of ridiculous. But I want you to know that we can still have the same joy, laughter, and fun that we had in our 20s or our teens. Somebody said, I wish I could go riding around with my friends listening to music. I'm like, why can't you? Friggin' do it. Just make it a plan and do it. And someone commented to me, well, everyone will just be on their phones. And I'm like, okay, I'd rather have a good memory of me cruising around with my friends, listening to the 80s tunes on our phones than nothing, than just sitting at home wishing for it. Because what happens is when we wish for the past and we long for it and we're just angry about the present time, it takes us away from living life. It robs us of our present time. And why would we allow anything or anyone to do that to us? Whether it's politicians, celebrities, news, or just nostalgic social media trends. Social media and phones haven't ruined shit. They are a choice. You can choose to keep your landline. You can choose to use pen and paper. You can choose to ride your Schwinn or your Huffy or your Mongoose bike. You can do whatever you want. You can live. You can have the same hair, the same clothes, listen to the same music. I listen to the same music. But you can do all these things just like you're in the 80s. But don't give up your life today. Don't give it up. This world needs Gen Xers to be present and show the fuck up now more than ever. I know, Gen X, adulting is hard. And I don't think it's the cell phones and social media that we're really pissed at. It's adulting because it's hard. And most of us feel like we already did it when we were kids. So we're exhausted and we're just done. And I so get you. I so feel you, right? Yeah, that's real. But still, you can make all the choices about how to live your life and what to create in your life, even if right now you're in the middle of a shit sandwich. And I tell you this as someone who's been there so many times. Love on our past, love the memories, treasure them, cherish them, love our music, but do not let any trends of wishing and longing and hoping to go back to a time we can never go back to rob you of today, rob you of creating whatever it is that you want. Go do what you want to do, Gen X. We're not done yet. Okay, we're older. We have aches and pains, but we're far from fucking done. Live your life now, my friends. You have value, you have meaning, you're awesome, and we still rock. Let's keep going. We have 50 more years to go at least. So rock on, Gen X. So let me know in the comments, are you going to start living today? Mwah, love you guys.